AITA for telling my girlfriend my true feelings about her unplanned pregnancy. I'm a 31-year-old guy, and I've been dating my girlfriend, 27, for just 3 months. It's been a whirlwind of emotions, but we've had some serious conversations about our future. We both agreed that, while we aren't ready for kids right now, we could imagine having them in a few years. We were on the same page, or so I thought. But, as life tends to do, things took an unexpected turn. A few days ago, everything changed. My girlfriend came to me with a pregnancy test in hand. It was positive. We both stared at it in disbelief. I didn't know what to say. After all, we'd used protection, and this wasn't supposed to happen. I told her we needed to get another test, just to be sure, because we'd used a cheap one. She was sarcastic about it, joking that she wasn't sure I'd even come back with the second test. It stung a little, but I wasn't mad. I understood. She was just as shocked as I was. I went to the pharmacy, picked up another test, and sure enough, it was positive. When I came back, she asked me what I thought. And, honestly, I didn't know what to think. But I knew that I had to be honest. I told her that my feelings hadn't changed. We were both in shock, and I thought we needed some time to calm down before having a serious conversation about our future. She didn't take that well. She freaked out, called me insensitive, and started insulting me. I was hurt, but I understood. It was a lot to process for both of us. We agreed to take the next day to cool off and talk again. The next day, I called a hotline to talk to someone who could guide me through my feelings. The counselor was kind and helped me navigate the fear and anxiety that was swirling in my mind. My biggest concern was the financial situation. I had just lost my job and didn't know when I'd find another one. While I do have some savings, I don't have the stability I need to support a family right now. My girlfriend, on the other hand, has always expressed her desire to be a stay-at-home mom. I fully support her vision, but that requires a stable provider. And I wasn't that right now. On top of that, I had grown up in a poor household and had promised myself that I would never let my kids live that life. I couldn't bear the thought of bringing a child into the world when I couldn't provide for them. I knew that it wasn't my decision to make, but I had to be honest about my fears. The counselor told me that while it was important to respect her decision, I also needed to share my feelings with her. She needed to know everything, including my fears, so she could make an informed choice. So I did. The next day, we both spoke to our parents, and then we sat down for another serious conversation. She told me that her parents wanted her to keep the baby and would be talking to me about it. I politely explained that while I respected their opinion, I didn't think anyone should be pressuring us. This was our decision to make. She asked me what my parents thought, and I told her they believed that our current situation wasn't a good one for raising a child. That's when things started to spiral. She told me how wrong they were and how much pressure she felt. She believed this was her last chance to have a baby since she was already 27. I tried to calm her down by telling her that 27 wasn't too old to have kids, but she wasn't hearing it. She had been checking social media and saw so many women her age struggling to conceive. I told her social media wasn't the right place to get information about something like this. It's always best to consult a doctor. But she was fixated on her fears, and I understood that. I wasn't angry. I just wanted to ease her anxiety. Then, things took a turn for the worse. She told me that she felt like I wasn't open to discussing our options. I admitted that I thought she'd already made up her mind. She admitted that, yes, she had. She believed that keeping the baby was the right choice for her, especially considering it might be her last opportunity to have a child. She had already had an abortion with her previous partner, and she didn't want to go through that again. When she asked me what I thought, I told her I respected her decision, but I had to be honest. I believed that, given our current situation, the better choice might be an abortion. That's when she lost it. She cried for what felt like an hour straight. I was devastated. I held her, apologized, and reassured her that I loved her, but nothing seemed to calm her down. I tried to explain my reasoning. I told her that I feared bringing a baby into a life where we weren't financially stable. I couldn't see how we'd make it work if we were struggling with money, especially if I had to leave for a new job in a different city. I wanted to make sure that when we did have a child, we were in a better place, financially and emotionally. But my words came out wrong. I know that now. I sounded selfish and uncaring. I was so focused on my own fears and anxieties that I didn't consider how my words might hurt her. I wanted to protect her, but in the process, I ended up making her feel like I didn't want to have a child with her at all. After everything calmed down, I told her that we needed to be financially stable before bringing a baby into the world. I promised her that I loved her and that I wanted to have a family, but not under these circumstances. I feared that if we had a baby now, it would ruin our relationship, and that thought scared me more than anything. So, here I am, wondering if I messed up. Was I wrong to be honest with her about my feelings? I know I could have worded things better, but I didn't want to hide my fears from her. I just wanted to protect her from a situation I didn't think we were ready for. But I fear I've made things worse. I can't help but wonder, AITA for telling my girlfriend my true feelings about her unplanned pregnancy?